It is one more deal which has taken the entire artificial intelligence space by storm. It was launched just a few days ago, and it has already become the #1 app on App Store, and everyone is talking about it. Sam Altman from OpenAI is freaking out about it. Videos are plummeting, and the entire space is talking about DeepSeek R1 from China. This is First Angle Nigeria TV, and this video is an in-depth guide part 1 about DeepSeek R1. We will first talk about what is DeepSeek R1, why is it better than ChatGPT, then we'll understand how to use DeepSeek in its various forms, and then we'll also talk about what can you potentially build with DeepSeek R1. And to be honest, the possibilities are limitless. Make sure you watch till the last episode, hit the like button, and subscribe. And let's first talk about DeepSeek R1, the model first up. What is DeepSeek R1? So DeepSeek R1 is a reasoning model which was recently launched from China, and it has quickly become the most favorite model from everyone to use. Today, if you're using ChatGPT every day, you have to check out DeepSeek R1 because of fun big difference now along with this model. There was a research paper published about how DeepSeek R1 was trained, and the one word is reinforcement learning while OpenAI trained. ChatGPT through supervised fine-tuning in which all data is labeled. And that model is about to pick up patterns in all of their data and become a better large language model in general. But in the case of DeepSeek card, it was trained using reinforcement learning. But what is reinforcement learning? Imagine a newborn baby who's trying to take their first steps now instead of knowing how to do it. The baby cries a bunch of things out, figures out what is the best way to stand, and stands for the first time in his or her life. Think about you learning to ride the bicycle for the first time. You don't really know what muscle to move or how to move it. You just try it out yourself and you figure it out, and you're able to then, in a week or so, able to ride a bicycle. That is the idea of reinforcement learning. All the self-driving vehicles are able to use reinforcement learning to understand how to become a better driver. All the humanoid robot that you might see or are able to work are using reinforcement learning to learn how to walk effectively or do certain actions. It's all based on an agent trying out different things and figuring out what can give them the most incentives, and whatever action helps it increase the score, it goes in that direction and does that even more. But what this really means is whenever you ask a question to DeepSeek R1, it will think multiple times about the solution. It will first times about the solution. It will first come up with the answer. It will then reevaluate its answer, thinking of ways in which this answer can be wrong, and then come up with a better answer over time. So with the help of reinforcement learning, DeepSeek is able to evaluate its answer over time and get better at it compared to other models. That is what makes it unique, and with the help of distillation, which is basically a process in which a bigger model can be transferring its abilities to a smaller parameter model, you have access to it. Anyone can use it even on a smaller laptop with lesser specifications, and I'll show you how to do that in our episode. But let's talk about what makes it better than ChatGPT. For instance, if you're already using ChatGPT, why do you need to use DeepSeek? You see, for a couple of reasons. Number one, it's completely free and offers on-per performance with Ep.1, which is a reasoning model by OpenAI, which costs over 340,000 naira per month. First reason. Second reason, DeepSeek R1 shows its thinking faculty processes to you, which ChatGPT often hides. So you're not able to look at, how is this model thinking? This is important because if you want to learn about something, it's really good if you can look at the process in which the larger language model is thinking about it. That makes it unique. In a previous video where I talked about how you can learn to go by simply looking at the thinking process when you ask DeepSeek to draft something for you. Third reason, DeepSeek R1 is completely open source, and you can run it locally on your own device as well. And that makes it amazing because now you can take that model and you can run it offline, and you can train it on specific data, and then it would work on that particular context itself. Another benefit of using a reasoning model like DeepSeek R1 is that you don't need to master prompt engineering. While previously using ChatGPT, you might have to specify everything about what you want. You will have to write lines upon lines and paragraphs for it to come up with the right answer. In the case of DeepSeek R1, you can simply write one line, And because it evaluates and reevaluates its answer, the answer will be much better. You don't have to worry about how in-depth your prompt is because it will automatically optimize its answer in the process of coming up with the answer itself. And last but not the least, the API cost of using DeepSeek R1 is 27 times cheaper than that of O1 by OpenAI. And that is enough incentive for all the companies out there to be switching from OpenAI's models to DeepSeek model to save up on a lot of cost. 27 times is insane to think about, and that is the benefit of DeepSeek Carbon, and that is why it's making headlines around the world. With that being said, there are some shortcomings of using DeepSeek Carbon that you should know. Watch out for our next episode. Please like and subscribe.